So I'm gonna finish this off, and then I'm gonna jump into another game. So for now, let's keep going, I guess. Oh, cool. Well, the game's frozen, so let's just restart this. Good start, good start. Where is it? Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
Yes, continue, please. The killer who used the building structure, like who's Mekamura's murder?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know. Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senselessly with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure?
I see!
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That, I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they move the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor.
Does that mean you mentioned? Oh, crud.
Damn it!
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I need to make it clear that so they understand that Nakamura fell to his death. Looks like it's all up to me. Why is it always up to me?
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from...
What was a Kane account? Rumbling noise.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I got it.
When the
Good night
elevator is
button.
on the first floor, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking they moved the and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong!
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Right you are, Sonia.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Oh man, poor Kazuichi. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
If Nekomaru is inside the elevator, how can you create a difference in elevation?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Crap!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
There we go.
I agree with that.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh?
Hold on, guys. People won't stop bugging me. Okay.
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Why are... Okay.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Well, that is a true point. But the broken handle shows that he did fall. Yeah. Broken doorknob.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that. Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Why am I only
Even if they
getting
suspended
a few
Nekomaru
flashes?
from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
There we go.
Doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh, nope, just kidding.
Crap! What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside. It's just impossible. End of story.
Retreat, okay.
Damn it! Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that!
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Maybe I'm misreading this?
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words! What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off? The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I shall use my full power. Hooah! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru pulled all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But, clatter, clatter, clatter. Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Grah! Well, wait. Isn't it cracking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to
I
find.
see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was... he collided with the pillar.
I see.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. 'Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Taichi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Wrong.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the... One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m., but we discovered his body before 7 a.m. I need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm going to break through this contradiction.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain. We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru...
At 5:30 a.m., the alarm of the clock, the lounge. Yuhiko was at the lounge.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Exactly.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimony. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to the mystery. Logic dive! Yeah, alright. Gotta remember how to jump again. Why, right? Nailed it. Okay. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building, I'm not gonna make it. Nope. Which clock was tampered with? The building clocks. Close enough. Which house had a wrong time? Both houses.
It's all coming together! You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
He's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
By how much did the killer adjust the time inside the building? How would I even figure that out?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
No, yeah, that was pretty obviously wrong.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
Oh, wait, I got it.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
I
We
know.
would have heard it too.
There's no point in if does not
She
exist
says
in this
she
world.
saw the clock at 5:30 when she
If the
went
time
to
in
check
the
after
building
the
was all
fall.
messed up,
The loud boom or
then we
whatever.
can only rely on Nekomaru's radio
Shut
clock.
up.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
I agree with that.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
If the rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it looks like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of us.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is...
I see!
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's... well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right?
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these three have in common. Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? No. Nah. Need an S. Okay, whatever.
I got it!
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe rooms is soundproof and has excellent air quality and air isolation. The standard rooms may have so-so isolation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy rooms have severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us, the killer who murdered Nekomaru, was the other person who had a deluxe room, but still was there.
You're the only one!
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This ruckus, it's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld, but bellowing for the sacrifice. But don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean a class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Hmm?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah! You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
Let's see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
That one's an easy answer.
Plus,
Nagito did
the
it.
stopped
So
elevator
can
should
you.
have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was... broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Yes, there is.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator
Why is there
was
nothing here, though?
the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot...
Since I was at Straw, there's no question that the
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two.
No, that's wrong! No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method? You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, don't do this to me right now,
Don't
dude.
play dumb.
Yes,
You appeared
please.
so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say?
There's no way I can stop.
Don't make me angry! You wouldn't like me when I'm angry!
Let's go, Gundam. Just give up. So obnoxious.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
He probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it. The key which dwells in the light, that will break through the darkness.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion,
I'm looking.
at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Yep, I'm getting pushed back. Oh, no, he's not. Good.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words! The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be pursued.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh? Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
He's already done it once.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes.
In misery of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. Ah, it pressed the button. Surely this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
I thought... I thought Nagito was doing it this time. Fine. Okay, what do we got here? Who set the lounge clock's alarms? Who was in the lounge since early morning? What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Nekomaru's weakness is... the wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? What was the fake weapon? Okay, the hammer. Who gathered at the lounge? Why did Nakamura fall? Let's try this from the start and work our way back again. Who set the lounge clock's alarm? Nakamura's weakness is his sleep button. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? Alarm set for 5:30 a.m. It's 2:40 a.m. right now. Who gathered at the lounge? Who heard the rumbling noise? I don't even know what it said. Read the wire. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't make sense. The killer with the hamsters. Oh. What am I missing? Wire up on his feet. Killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? Well, I tried the button. It didn't work. I don't think it was the button. What was it? It's working here. Oh, the elevator. That's what he destroyed. Right. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas. Can I just die and start over? I really have no clue.
This is mine! We will never give up!
Try this again. Stock 1. Alright. Who set the lounge clock alarm? Who was in the lounge since early morning? Okay. Fake weapon left at the tower. That was the hammer. Yeah, I didn't think that was that one. There was one where it actually was broken, right? Fake. Nope, that's the hammer. The killer destroyed after. So I thought it was this missing with the base of the contact elevator. Okay, never mind. Who set the lounge alarm? So it's not this one. It's not that one, I'm pretty sure. I woke up at... destroyed at what after leaving the tower? I don't think you waking up had any significance. What was the fake weapon left at the tower? Can't do that. Why did Nakamura fall? Because the chain broke the handle. Who heard the rumbling noise? Well, I did. Well, Hifumi did, or whatever. Hajime. I don't think he can't mess with his alarm because it's a radio, so that's useless. That's useless. So it's gotta be this one, then. I thought it wasn't this one, but who knows? Okay. Well, we know where this one goes. He woke up, he freaked out, and the doorknob broke. He messed with the door. Wait, what does this one say? Oh, fake weapon. Okay, this is the last stock. We'll just go through it one by one. Who was in the lounge since early morning? Fuyuhiko. What was the fake weapon left at the tower? The hammer.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
B again.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Ugh. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomura in that amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka. Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too,
If
must
he
be
was
the
just
will
trying
of
to cling to life,
causality.
there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. Well, what do you mean? Explain. Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret to the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan to utilize that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say, I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a standoff. In this situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have ran away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell
He
you
was serious too. He gave it all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never have known why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got!
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is my abandonment. A mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die? Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch,
Giving
you
up
will
on
die.
life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me
However,
ask.
have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf
If a
this
world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same, too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to do our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime?
You...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make
Unlike
history.
Nagito, I did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, That was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am?
Tanaka.
I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade
Not
like
in a
dust
million,
in the
not in
wind.
a billion, not in 10 billion. 10,000 billion years. In the name of Pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time for the fun to start. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it. I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka. But please wait, this is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia? Please, I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia, an act as refined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my
what
four
it
dark
is it?
devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Game over. Gundam has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Aww. Get Gundam. No, no. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chest. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstood what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
The worst.
Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that. So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chatting? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey,
Oh, hold on a sec. That mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to attain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma!
Alright,
appears!
Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well,
Well,
is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see, so even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyways? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
you don't
Well,
even know?
there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hidden among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was the person who also a former student of Hope Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting
Well,
all riled up!
You're splendidly correct when you say, I know who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignore it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing? Huh.
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know.
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on the island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? Yep. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I know you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope, after all. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
Lie.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Wow.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him. Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. If the person you're waiting for already is on this island, well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Five days left. You've come a long way. That's for sure. Seven left.
Danganronpa.
The Hellhound Earring. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant. You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course, it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning.
Stupid fool!
Get it together.
Oh my!
Huh? Did you hear something?
Hey!
It's Nekomaru. That's what Coach Nekomaru's voice.
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
I'll beat you up!
What are you laughing about? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep goshing me like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I am starting to get tired of this seasoning in the restaurant.
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru was. Don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Huh?
Important?
All right.
It took me all night to make it.
My.
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
No doll. I'm Mini-Maru.
Mini-Maru? I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable?
Are you serious?
Oh,
Thanks.
it's so cute. Thanks. I'll keep it.
Well...
Huh? I never said anything about giving it away.
I'll beat you up!
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
Whoa!
Well, hey now, that's a bully's logic.
Man.
Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyways. And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again,
Engines revving.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away. I gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
Miss Sonia, what did you think of my little pep talk?
Oh my.
Oh, did you say something?
Are you kidding
What?
me?
I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuchi.
I am Mini-Maru.
Man.
Yeah, I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
You serious?
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Of course.
Of course. I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Akane looks really happy.
Hey.
Anyways, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the freaking time.
Well.
But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he crossed the line, you know?
Hey.
Then that's even more reason we should avoid him.
But still.
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Nagito's suddenly change was really weird. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of?
Now then.
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? You know, what Nagito said during the trial. You still don't realize it. Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Hey, bastard.
What did he mean by except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a reserve course student from the reserve department.
Huh?
Reserve department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently, I'm just a normal person. Is that all? What? That's it? Dude, don't ever scare me like that. It's not like something that I can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I thought I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had a talent all along. But shit. My whole life, I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. And I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. No, some fucking backup student.
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve department.
Of course.
She is right. No matter what, you are our friend. You know, there is a saying in Japan.
Listen.
Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey.
The hell? You're saying that all wrong. Please. So everyone was here. It was a real close battle.
I am sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing. Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes.
Huh?
Huh? That's weird. Maybe you can't see me.
Huh?
What the heck? You're covered in blood. Ah, you saw me. Yes, that's right. The mono beast this time was very strong. Gross. Don't get close to me. Get out of here. No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth.
Hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. Oh, yes, I'm ashamed of myself. Wait. There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last mono beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. What a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island, why bother going to the new island? Well, it's true that I don't really expect much.
Don't misunderstand.
But who said we weren't going to go? Obviously, we're gonna go, dumbass.
So,
Assuming we're thinking about running away was a mistake.
I'll show you my serious
Because if we
side.
can't run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who puts us through this crap in one blow. The fight? Seriously? That fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know.
What are you saying?
Did you forget what you said earlier?
Hey!
Dumbass, I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
What?
Don't brag about it.
Settle down.
Settle down. If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct the power towards our enemy.
All right.
Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now is not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil. All right, I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to the new island.
Starting to
The
get
Future
pumped
Foundation,
up.
Monokuma, Monami, I'll crush them all at once. Even me? You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're our friend too, you know. You're right.
Leave it to me.
And I gotta do my best. As we left the restaurant, the expression on our face were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began walking towards the last island. But the clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. And that filled me with this strange, uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Smile at hope in the name of despair. Chapter 5. With the mono beast gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island.
So this is the last island.
Enormous buildings towered everywhere as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from a near
I
future.
guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
That was weird. It was very glitchy looking.
No.
Oh, I found you. I was wondering who was lured by the smell. I expected Akane, though, not you. I wasn't lured by the smell or anything.
Anyway.
Anyway. Looks like the street is full of food vendors, but as you can see, there's no customers or staff. Only the food is here. Normally, a street like this would be bustling with activity, but there's no one here. It's actually pretty creepy to think about. Oh god, lots of despair. We gotta get rid of that. This is gonna take a while. Okay, this doesn't take too long. Almost done. One more, come on. Home speak ring. There you go. You a happy gorilla bunny thingy? I don't know. I don't know how you went from a bunny to a gorilla still. White smoke is billowing from the building in the back. Is this some kind of factory? But if it's got Monokuma's face on it, I'm sure it's a shady factory anyways.
Hajime.
Hajime, good timing. What's up, Chiaki?
See?
This building clearly looks suspicious, right? I was thinking it might be a good if I thoroughly looked around inside, but
Well?
since it clearly looks suspicious, I thought it'd be dangerous to go alone. Then do you want to go inside together? I'm surprised you didn't say okay. Why are you hesitating? She's still unsure. It might be better if I go inside first. Alright then, I'm going inside. What the heck is this? What was being manufactured one after the other and being carried away on a conveyor belt was... Monokuma. The conveyor belt is endlessly moving through this enormous machine. The coconut trees carried by the conveyor belt is processed and eventually made into this stupid thing. She's just blankly staring at the machine. Looks like she's taken aback too. Well, that's obviously, I suppose.
Well?
Watching simple machines like this reminds me of games. Games?
Yep.
Like this one game where you just put caps on pens, or another game where you try to guess a person's gender. Is that even fun? The Monokumas are being tossed into this gigantic basket one after the other. They better not be real. I picked one up with my hands, I see. Though these are plushies. Monokuma's plushies? The real Monokuma is sort of like a plushie too. But unlike him, these are probably actually plushies. Isn't the resemblance uncanny? They're my life-size plushies. Life-size plushies? I was planning to hit the big time with these. That's why I'm making them like crazy. I'm gonna be rich. But you've made way too many. You're gonna be overstocked when it's all said and done. Monokuma life-size plushies. I don't want it. I see. So this place is for manufacturing life-size Monokuma plushies. Well, what kind of messed up place is this? Don't look down on me. Do you really think it's just for life-size plushies? There's a lot more Monokuma merch in the good warehouse next door.
Hey.
What should we do? Honestly, I really don't feel like going.
But still.
But what if there's some kind of important clue? What are you gonna do? You're right. Then we should go there for just a little while. Looks like there's a break room on the other side of this door. It sounds like a place for housewives to gossip, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone at this factory. I guess we'll check the warehouse then. Without thinking, I peeked into the piled up stacks of cardboard boxes. There's a Monokuma calendar, a Monokuma sandbag, and even a Monokuma guitar. First there was the Monokuma Archive and the Funhouse, now there is a plushie factory and all these goods. How full of himself is he? Mascot popularity doesn't last forever. I gotta earn the big bucks while I can. A mascot that isn't popular anymore is like a piece of candy without any sugar. In other words, it has no reason for existing. He's starting to talk even crazier. There are a bunch of cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other. There are various goods inside them. There are even household appliances and musical instruments. They're probably used for packing goods before they're shipped. Looks like they're waiting to be shipped, but I doubt these are ever going to leave the island. This looks like a Monokuma panel, but why so many? I was thinking about using these to decorate the store that sells my merch and make them look all boom. Then they'll all stand out, you know? No store would sell your stuff. Of course not.
Stupid.
You're such a fool. That's why I'll open an official Monokuma shop. I'm thinking about opening chains all over the world. Of course, the main attraction will be my life-size Monokuma plushie. I can't believe you thought that far into the future when you made these. Your business is doomed to fail. Enough already. You have no business sense anyways, so just stop.
No.
Hey, don't say that. Let's do our business together. We'll be as popular as Pogs were in the 90s. Don't you remember how long those stayed popular? Besides, if you're serious about opening a business, you've already committed a major mistake. Because there's no merch of me.
My little
Oh, Monami, my little sister. Don't you know the Aesop fable about the rabbit and the bear? Not a tortoise?
Hey,
A long time ago, there were two old guys. Two old guys living together? The old guys thought rabbits aren't as popular as bears. The end. Aw, did you even need the old guys in the story?
in other words,
So even if I made merch of you, it's pointless. Half Pink Rabbit is so lame. You don't even have 1 ounce of good fashion sense. You did this to me. You're the one who has no fashion sense.
What a hopeless way of snapping back.
But honestly, I can't help but feel like I might have made too many panels.
special bleeding
So whoever
service.
wants to decorate the room, please do it as much as you like.
Here.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Hajime, let's run. You're right. We ran out of the warehouse, narrowly avoiding Monokuma's plan for inventory disposal. It's like you just got tired. Yeah, you're right. There's a bunch of strange machines lined up in all directions. It feels very sci-fi. Beat King Industries, huh? They're a company that specializes in manufacturing electronic ice insulations and other machine parts. They're a mid-sized company with only 100 employees, but they're the biggest corporation on Jabberwock Island. And this place looks like a research facility? For a mid-sized company, this is a pretty nice facility. I guess so. I only read about them in a pamphlet next to the receptionist desk. Besides, the size of the company isn't the issue here.
What's going on?
This company obviously doesn't make machine parts. So just what the heck are they making here? He's right. It looks like they're making something more dangerous. It seems like it might be a good idea to thoroughly investigate this place. They're making mono beams. It's pretty clear. This is a machine, is making another machine. The finished product looks like it's modeled after a four-legged animal. Hey, doesn't that animal looking machine remind you of anything? Are you talking about the mono beast?
Maybe
Is there any chance that those mono beasts were created here? The mono beasts were created here?
Fine, fine.
Yep, that's what this place is for.
Hey,
No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist, right?
Bye.
That's why it's just fine.
There's something wrong
What
with
the
you.
hell did he mean by that? He wasn't making any sense at all. It doesn't matter who convinced, cause it doesn't matter who's convinced, because I'll never be convinced.
What's going on?
I mean, this place is for manufacturing machine parts. Why are they able to create such dangerous robots in a place like this? Does this mean Monokuma took over this place and modified it to do this? Damn it, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This automated machine looks like it's making something. Is this a mannequin?
Maybe.
It's a humanoid machine. Is that a robot?
You serious?
Seriously? How can they make robots? Hey, just how far did technology advance without me knowing? Do you think Nekomaru was made here?
That was close.
It's a simple humanoid robot. It's plausible. It's possible, maybe.
Hey!
But why would a company that manufactures machine parts have access to this kind of technology? I don't know. Maybe this place is somehow connected to the Future Foundation, too? What do you want me to do? I already looked at... Hey, Kazuchi, get a hold of yourself. Why? Well, why? Because you just started laughing all of a sudden. Well, obviously, what else am I going to do except laugh? I mean, it's just so childish. Well, what are you talking about?
Hey.
Well, there were computers over there, so I started snooping around to see if I could find any clues. Whoever was using this computer must have been sending emails to his buddy or something. He was probably trying to write a manga or something. He sent one of his story ideas to his buddy. It was such a horrible, delusional story. I was so embarrassed to read it that it gave me goosebumps. Delusional? So what was written in the email anyways? Well, I'll start with the idea for the story. Apparently, global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. And those riots were caused by high school students. I mean, seriously, that's not realistic at all.
Yeah.
So these riots just kept growing as people grow more dissatisfied and frustrated with society. Until eventually, it spread like an infection, disease all over the world. Footage of the riots getting circulated, and strange incidents started occurring one after another. A hopeless anxiety instantly spread throughout the world as the end of the world gets closer and closer. End of the world? I know, right? It sounds like something a lame high school band would think of a song title.
Hey.
Whoever wrote this needs to come up with better ideas, because this wasn't realistic at all. I mean, students causing riots on that scale is totally impossible. I'd never believe it for a second. But I learned a valuable lesson. I should always delete embarrassing emails right away. Hey, about that, are you sure it's okay to say that it's just a made-up story? Of course. I mean, unrealistic things might happen in real life from time to time, but
Of course not.
there's no way this is real. It's more impossible than a notebook that kills people just by writing in it. You're right. It's just a lot of unimaginable things have kept happening to us, so maybe I'm getting a little confused. But the world ending? There's no way something so unbelievable could actually happen. Well, at any rate, it's clear now, isn't it? What's clear? This used to be Sea King's industry, but it's not anymore.
I see.
After this island became uninhabited, Monokuma took over this place and modified it without permission. He did all this just to shock us. That's the reason?
That's right.
It's not so weird. This whole time he's been doing similar stuff to us. But why?
This is bad.
Maybe there's a bunch of crazy rich dudes who are into this stuff. They're the ones who are making us kill each other. Those bastards get off on watching kids kill each other.
Hey!
Wait, hold on. Now that I said it out loud, that's actually a terrible assumption. I mean, if that's true, then our fates are in the hands of those rich perverted bastards. That sounds like something that would happen in a work of fiction. But the thought of it actually happening in reality is definitely unsettling. Can I leave now? Thank you. So close, keep running. That thing over there. Is that a tank? Is it real? Not just that, there's a lot of other stuff here that look really dangerous. This helicopter. Is this the helicopter Monokuma used to execute Teruteru? This helicopter, don't screw with me. Damn, ow. Hajime, what happened? It's nothing, I'm fine. I couldn't help punching it, but I just ended up hurting my fist. Damn it, I'm so weak. Man, this place is boring. Boring? What are you talking about? There's a tank here.
You.
Huh? I like strong dudes. Weapons don't excite me at all.
Obviously.
A real man fights with his fist. That goes for women, too.
All right!
You want to battle a little? If you win, you can rest on my boob pillows. No thanks. Boob pillows? This appears to be a military base. Is that so? Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology here seems rather extensive.
All right!
These might prove useful when the time comes to combat the Future Foundation. Useful? There's no way we'd be able to operate stuff like tanks and heavy weaponry.
Huh?
Huh? Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank, no problemo. No problemo? A course in modern warfare is a required class in all our grade schools. An obsession with anime and now this? Sonia's country never ceases to baffle me. However, weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them.
I am concerned.
If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal. You're right. Unfortunately, this stuff in the base probably won't be useful to us.
Please wait.
No, that's wrong, huh? Well, I have discovered a puzzling document in the tank operating seat. That's the Future Foundation insignia. Jabberwock Island Development Plan. What is this?
However...
I assume it belongs to Monokuma, and it was placed rather abstemiously. I do not know how much we can trust it. Do you think it could be useful as a clue? Monokuma probably did leave it. Like you said, it's hard to know how much we can trust it. So what does it say? Beyond what is written in here, I do not know much.
Well?
But it does document Jabberwock Island redevelopment plan at considerable length. What is that plan? To place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation control and prepare it as a central headquarters. A central headquarters for the Future Foundation? I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why would the Future Foundation be interested in it? In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that managed Jabberwock Island went bankrupt, so the island was uninhabited for a long time. Because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold. Well, wait, hold on. This place was uninhabited for a long time? If that's true, the maintenance here has been way too attentive. The islands at the supermarket are always stocked, and the hospital is still really clean. Could that be the Future Foundation responsibility? But more importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island was unaffected by it? I cannot discern that from the passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what those words mean.
Well?
However, there is one more thing that caught my attention. There's more? Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? It was written there that the central island housed a large administrative building. However, we could not find that building anywhere. We even commented on how strange that was, right?
However...
But according to this plan, the building that the Future Foundation is planning to use for their headquarters, could it be that same building? They are planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation headquarters, or so it is written. Well, what the heck? It's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Damn it, what the hell is going on?
Perhaps.
We were so distracted by all the horrible situations that kept happening one after another, we might have overlooked a more pressing issue. And that is the mystery of this island? But what really is going on? This mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter how much we think about it, there is no reason behind it. This is a tank, right? Is it real? Can it move? Can it move? I guess that's everything except Akane. Did I talk to Akane? Oh. It's a military truck. There's something in the cargo box. Firearms, and there's a ton of them. There's a lot of different weapons like guns and anti-tank rockets carelessly stacked in here. Is it really all right to handle these carelessly?
I knew you could do it.
Is this a military truck? Unlike the airplane at the first island, this looks like it actually has an engine inside. But I don't even know how to drive. And besides, it's not like I can escape this island by driving off of it. I'll accept your challenge anytime, you know. If you win, I'll let you sleep on boob. No.
Yo.
Hey, Hajime, I was looking for you. What's up, Fuyuhiko?
Well,
I was thinking you've probably finished exploring this island by now. You're right, I think I've explored everywhere at least once before now.
damn right.
Then do you want to meet up with everyone and discuss things? Yeah, I don't mind. I figured it'd be annoying if we all went back to the hotel for this. But there's a street nearby lined with food vendors, so I told everyone to meet up there.
Later.
I'm heading over there right now. Hurry up and come over. After letting me know Fuyuhiko left the area. He's actually took the time to tell everyone about that? Huh. Well, now's not really the time to be impressed by something like that. It's be bad to make the others wait. I should hurry over to the street with the food stands. I'm gonna slowly run there. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Huh? What about Nagito? Who cares? It's not like he's our friend or anything.
Like...
I couldn't get in touch with him. I don't know where the hell he is or what he's doing.
Now then.
So, how'd it go? Did you learn anything about the Future Foundation? Not really. Like, I feel like I learned stuff, but I also feel like I didn't learn anything. It's not clear which information we found is believable, if any. However, I believe there is no question that the Future Foundation is behind everything that has been going on.
Well.
Are we sure about that? Huh? What are you saying? If they're not our enemy, then what are they? If they're not our allies, there's no way they'd trap us on this island.
Well, yeah.
That's true, but there's something I've been thinking about.
Hey.
Monami works for the Future Foundation, right? She's pretty much admitted it by this point. But even though Monokuma is forcing us to kill each other, Moname has been opposing him. You mean pretending to oppose him, right?
That's wrong.
No, I don't think she is pretending. They clearly hate each other. Then it's possible that the enemy of our enemy is actually an ally. Because she opposes Monokuma, you think she's our ally?
Please wait.
Even if they both oppose one another, is it not possible that they are both our enemies?
Starting to get
Like a
pumped
three-way
up.
battle that's kind of hot.
Hey.
Why, after all this time, are you suddenly backing up the Future Foundation?
Whoa!
Are you talking like that because you're actually the traitor that's working for them?
Damn it.
Don't be a fucking idiot.
I won't be fooled.
No way, you're clearly suspicious. I mean, if you don't...
Settle down.
Kazuchi Soda, shut up. Yes!
Listen.
There never was a traitor. Monokuma lied to us.
Oh, my.
Lied?
Well?
It is simply a false entity that Monokuma made up so we would be suspicious of each other.
You insolent fool!
How can you not believe in your friends after everything? We have endured everything we've endured together. Weak. How weak?
Man.
Instead of facing the problem directly and overcoming it, you're desperately trying to run away.
Such despair.
That weakness is hopeless. Nagito. Nagito, where have you been this whole time?
Jeez.
I wonder where your thought process wandered off to. As usual, you guys just keep running around in circles. What are you, hamsters? Oops, if I compare you guys to hamsters, will I get yelled at by that weakling who dropped out?
That is...
What does that...
Now then.
You asked where I've been this whole time, right? Well, I was in the middle of looking for someone. Looking for someone? I thought that person might have already arrived, but I guess I was wrong. Or maybe that person is hiding in a secret location and carefully watching us. Hey, who are you talking about? Are you saying there's someone else on this island besides us? It's probably the survivor of the killing school life. Huh?
How about it?
If so, a lot of things might start adding up, don't you think? Are you talking about Byakuya? He's the survivor you're talking about, right?
What?
Huh? Oh, I see. You guys have only reached that stage. What stage? You're not making sense at all.
It's not making sense.
Jeez.
But still, if you think about it properly, you might be able to figure it out. Why would Byakuya, a survivor of the killing school life, die in vain like he did at the very beginning?
Right?
Don't you think it's strange? What does that mean?
That is an order!
The issue is not with what he means. Please take back what you said about Byakuya dying in vain.
That's right.
Yeah, listen to Miss Sonia.
Well,
You have been acting very strange lately. I do not like this version of Nagito we have been witness to. I don't like it yet either. Well, I never liked you in the first place.
This is trouble.
Aw, it looks like I'm being hated. Well, that's understandable. There's no way you guys can ever comprehend my suffering. Knowing the truth can be pretty painful in its own way. The truth? What truth? What do you mean? Curious, are you? But why don't I tell you guys that after we found out who the traitor is? Huh?
Actually...
To tell you the truth, I still haven't figured out who the traitor is. But it won't take me very long. You guys don't have to worry. I'll weed out the traitor, even if it costs me my life.
What?
You're going to weed out the traitor?
please wait!
As I have already said, there is no traitor. I'll bet in the end you're just gonna raise your hand and go, I'm actually the traitor, right? You're a funny guy, Kazuchi. But why don't I tell you guys that after we found out who the traitor is? If I'm able to wipe out all the despair on this island, will I?
This is exciting!
Will I become the ultimate hope? Ultimate hope? What the hell are you talking about? Have you finally lost your damn mind?
Now then.
Now then, I should be going. But if you see Monokuma again, there's something I want you to tell him. Tell him he doesn't need to provide a motive anymore, huh? Tell him I'm not too worried because I'm planning to go all out. Besides, the next one will probably be the last.
Could it be?
Nagito, what does that mean?
Bye now.
Nagito ignored Chiaki's question and left us. We were powerless to stop him. It was clear to us that trying to stop him would just be useless.
Hey!
I don't want to think about it, but could he be planning a kill?
Are you kidding me?
A kill? Who? Who is he gonna kill?
Damn it!
Based on how he's talking, it looks like his target is the traitor.
Please wait!
There is no such person. I mean, the notion that one of us has been deceiving us all along, I will never believe that. Like Sonia said, I can't believe it either. I don't think any of us could do that. But what if it's Naito? Or what if whoever it is has forgotten about it? What if the traitor has forgotten that they are the traitor? Just like how I forgot that I don't have a talent. Well, regardless of who he's targeting, there's a high chance that he's planning to kill, right?
That's right!
Then we gotta tie him up again. Forcing him to stop it is the only way.
Oh.
It's impossible. Nekomoro is not even here anymore.
I'll show you my serious side.
I've got what it takes to deal with someone as weak as him.
I'm here too.
Then that's a yes, right? Just leave it to me. Once I come up with a plan, we'll meet up again. Tie up Nagito, huh? Kazuchi is right. It's dangerous to let Nagito wander freely. If we're being cautious, we have to act fast. But what is this indescribable anxiousness I'm feeling? I hope it just means I'm thinking too much. For the time being, we decided to finish our exploration of the final island and return to the hotel. It was already dark by the time we returned to the hotel. Home sweet home. For some reason, I'm really tired today. Well, since I walked around all day today, I was able to obtain several clues, although I'm not really certain if you can even call those clues. Instead, I feel like we're just suffering from more mysteries that don't make sense. This isn't good. As soon as nighttime hits, I can't stop thinking all these pessimistic thoughts. This might be a bad habit of mine. I should just get some sleep for today, rest my mind for a while, and then I'll give this some more thought tomorrow.
Actually...
Words are extremely dangerous. Unlike letters, words cannot be undone with erasers, or with a backspace. That's why you need to be extremely careful. Same goes for me. There was a time in my past when I went through a lot of trouble because of that. That's right, when I was being trained at the safari park. At the time, there were 2 animals at the park that I got along with. One was a squirrel named Sir Dietrich, and the other was a fox named Cha-Cha Jr. To be honest, Cha-Cha Jr. was really stupid. If a female employee tried to have a serious talk with him, he'd just stare at her boobs the whole time. That's why Sir Dietrich would order him to steal panties, and that idiot would get real happy when he exchanged the panties he stole for Dietrich's old undies. Also, this one time, the 3 of us went to a steakhouse, and the waiter asked, "How would you like it cooked?" Cha-Cha Jr. proudly said, "With fire." Sir Dietrich was pretty crafty. He knew how to play Cha-Cha Jr. He made Cha-Cha Jr. abduct a fawn and drown it. Then he saved that drowning fawn himself, and he made Cha-Cha Jr. tell everyone about it. Man, he really did some shady things. Anyways, the 3 of us were getting along together. We were living a fun life in the safari park. That's right, until the day I ended up saying those words. I accidentally said this to Cha-Cha Jr. Foxes are squirrels' natural enemies. The next day, I stumbled across what was left of Dietrich Sr. He had been eaten. Good thing I immediately tattled to a male employee so he could put down Cha-Cha Jr. with a hunting rifle. Even now, I regret saying what I said back then.
What the hell?
Geez, squirrels have it rough. They have so many natural enemies. It's morning time.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement. Now then!
I'm pretty sure everyone's starting to meet up. Heading to start. Yeah, okay. We're going to meet. Cool stuff. Yo, Hajime, check it out. I'm already eating. As usual, you're eating a lot. Well, we might get locked in a place like the funhouse again. So I gotta eat when I can.
Eat well, shit well.
For now.
Okay, now that we've finished our breakfast, let's jump right into the main topic. Hey, I'm still eating here. I just got here. I haven't had a chance to eat anything yet. It's okay. I'm pretty much done eating. You selfish little.
You know, right?
And of course, the main topic is about our plan to capture Nagito that we're supposed to carry out today.
It cannot be.
Are you really going to do that? Of course. I spent all night coming up with this plan. That means I haven't slept for 2 days straight. Don't you think my efforts should count for something?
Hey, bastard.
We get it. Hurry up and spill the plan of yours already. Well, I thought up several plans, but in the end, I figured that a straightforward plan would be the best. One of us will be the decoy who lures Nagito into the lobby by telling him we need to talk to him there. And then, at the best possible moment, the 2 task force members will move in and swiftly capture Nagito.
All right.
So that's the plan. What do you think? It's easy to understand, so I'm cool with it. Anyways, are there any bananas left?
You.
So now I will present each of you with your role.
Of course.
Since it's my plan, I'll take the role of commander. I won't let anyone object to that.
Hey.
But commander sounds like the most fun. Hey, didn't I just say I won't let anyone object?
Right.
Next, I'll present the 2 task force members. These big roles go to you 2, Fuyuhiko and Akane. Yep, sure thing.
Jeez.
Got no choice.
You know,
And the
right?
person burdened with the core of this plan, the decoy who has to lure Nagito, I'll give the role to Chiaki, Namine.
No way.
Huh? No way. What did you say?
So...
I mean, it's not like I ever agreed to this plan.
Hey, hey!
It's gonna be fine. It's not like you're gonna tie him up. You're just gonna lure him.
Well...
Besides, there's no way I'd ask Miss Sonia to take on such a dangerous role, you know? So please, I'm begging you.
Hey!
What a rude way to ask for help. If Mahiro was here, she would have beaten you up. I mean, you did say earlier that you definitely can't accept killing. Isn't that right? I need your help to stop another killing.
Hey!
And didn't I just say I'm begging you? Well, why are you snapping at her all of a sudden?
Oh.
Fine.
All right!
You're going to do it? Alright, then this lineup is perfect. Hey, Sonia and I haven't been given roles. What should we do? Sonia has the role of princess. That doesn't make any sense.
For now.
And you're on chore duty. I want you to supply the rope we need to tie up Nagito.
Bow down.
Denied.
Whoa!
What? Why?
Listen.
If Hajime has nothing to do anyways, he shall accompany me.
Miss Sonia?
No, like I said, he needs to supply the rope.
You must not.
This is not a request, this is an order.
That is an order.
An order, I tell you. There is somewhere I must go. Fine. If Hajime and Miss Sonia are free, it's fine.
I'll leave that matter
Good.
to your
Repeat that.
discretion.
Damn it!
If Hajime and Miss Sonia are free, it's fine. To object so forcefully, where do you need to go to Sonia? Where do you need to go, Sonia? I shall tell you in due time. We will be discovered if I speak too loudly.
What did you say?
You're gonna be alone with Hajime at a secret place? Ugh. For now,
Damn it!
we'll carry out the plan tonight. All of you, make sure you prepare your bodies and minds.
Huh?
Is our commander going to be okay? His energy seems to have dropped pretty drastically. Let's all disperse for now. Now then, please come to the hotel lobby in 30 minutes. Yeah, sure thing. After our planning meeting had ended, I quickly finished eating my breakfast. By the time I made it back to my cottage, it was already close to the time I agreed to meet Sonia. What's up, Sonia? Hajime, you were late. Huh? I'm right on time. Wait, should I have come a little earlier? A little earlier? In my country, you are severely punished if you do not arrive 13 minutes before an arranged meeting time. For such an orderly country, 13 minutes is a pretty arbitrary rule.
That is...
Oh, I see. This is culture shock. Then I guess that can be overlooked. So where are you planning to go? I just have to come along, right?
Well?
Of course. It is a place that pertains to this discovery we made yesterday. Jabberwock Island development plan? Did you just find out something about it? How should I say this? After reading this document over and over again, I suddenly realized the Future Foundation was planning to rebuild a facility on this island to use as their headquarters. You're talking about the large administrative building on the center island, right? But I couldn't find a building like that anywhere. Maybe they said something about a different island?
Do you have a minute?
Or what if their plan suddenly changed and they had to use a different facility? A different facility?
Well?
Was there not a facility on this island inscribed with the symbol of the Future Foundation? As I recall, the ancient ruin on the second island had such a symbol on the door. Yeah, you're right. The Japanese word for future, marami, as was inscribed there. If that's the case, that ruin must be connected to the Future Foundation, right?
However...
The discrepancies in the document are strange, but there is no doubt that the ruin is quite suspicious. You're right. I'd completely forgotten about it after being locked inside the funhouse, but the possibility that the ancient ruin is connected to the Future Foundation is incredibly high. I knew there was something strange about that place. Sonia, after hearing all this, I want to go there as much as you do. I'll definitely come with you. Then I may not be competent, so please be patient with me. Okay, I guess we're going back to that ruined area. Let's go. It's better than free time, so let's do it. I haven't checked my pet in a tad bit. Still clean, still happy, still loving life. Good. Hey, Sonia. I'm getting there. Give me some time. I think I went the long way. Oh well. Oh no, it's right here. Perfect. No matter how many times I see this place, it certainly gives me the willies.
However...
Well, we should not dwell on that. After all, we are here to look for clues. That's right. There's no doubt we'll find something here. Alright, let's start. What am I looking for? Okay. Now that I'm taking a closer look at it, the door looks even stranger. For a building that looks pretty run down and shabby, this door looks very high-tech. Future, huh? The liquid crystal display next to the door. That's probably it. This is probably the key. This door will probably open if we input the correct numbers.
Please wait.
We have discussed this before as well, but it would be dangerous to test it hazardly.
Well?
If we make a mistake, it is possible that we will be fired upon by the gun. I can think of no other reason that gun would be there. As long as that's a possibility, it'd be bad if we acted recklessly.
I am concerned.
That is right. Courage and recklessness are completely different. If you were shot by a gun like that, you would have more holes in you than a Beatrice nest. You mean a bee's nest? In my country, you use the expression Beatrix nest. Anyways, right now, we definitely shouldn't test it out so recklessly. In order to open this door, we must find the password first, or destroy the door with some kind of explosive force. Nah, that's impossible. This door looks extremely sturdy. It's definitely better if we find the password instead. Alright, all we have to do next is find out where the password is. It's a good thing we came here so we could at least find that out. You are right. But the problem is, where would we obtain that password? When we first came here, even Monokuma and Monami said they didn't know the password. If they really don't know it, how are we supposed to find out? As usual, it's a mystery, huh? After finishing our investigation of the ancient ruins, Sonia and I decided to go back to our cottages for now. So we essentially did nothing or discovered anything. I already knew about this. Knew we needed a password. What was the purpose? Please, tell me, game. What was the purpose of that? It's still the middle of the day. Looks like I have some free time. Now then, what should I do? Kill some free time. That's what we'll do. Fuyuhiko? Possibility. Possibility.
Hey.
Sonia's no good, but I'm okay. What's that supposed to mean? What should I do? Should I hang out with Chiaki? You know, I need to get presents. That's what I need to do. Before I do this hangout thing. Yes, give it a shot. Give me something new. What are those, sunflower seeds? A crowbar, okay. Got a slinky, cool. Okay, not many gifts, but hopefully something for Chiaki. Level up, level up. Nice. Okay, let's hang out, Chiaki.
Hey. Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Well?
I was gonna play some games until we're ready to execute the plan. Wanna play with me? I spent time today playing games with Chiaki. Looks like Chiaki and I grew a little closer. Maybe? Maybe. I'm gonna go with maybe. That doesn't really seem like Chiaki. I'll give her food. I'm gonna give her food. Oh, play this game. Okay, a game. Gamer likes game, right? That looks like something I'd really enjoy. Yep, I'm happy. Thank you. There's somewhere I want to go with you today. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. Anywhere is fine. It's the first time Chiaki has picked a place herself. My heart is starting to race. Chiaki took me to the beach. She looks around for some reason. Hey, why did you pick the beach of all places? Did you want to swim or something? In those types of games, usually you'd put lotion on my back, right? And then you'd touch me in a weird place and I'd yell at you. It's a standard tactic. Huh? Which reminds me, where do you think the legendary tree is growing? What kind of game are you talking about?
Well?
I shall give you 3 choices for what we're going to do from now on. Please select from the following 3. Is this a new game of hers or something? I opened the piece of paper Chiaki gave me. Do I really have to choose one of these? Happy, joy? Happy, joy. What does that even mean? I don't really know either, but it's probably something like this. Suddenly, Chiaki started running. Catch me if you can? She continued running across the beach. I had no choice, but I chased after her. After chasing her around for a little bit, we felt really tired and sat down on the beach. Chiaki, what in the world are we doing? I was thinking about overcoming the genre I'm bad at. Bad at? Oh, now that I remember, the other day you mentioned that there are games that you're not good at. Apparently, my father also wasn't good at things like this. Well, this is the most difficult after all. But, I see. So this is what it feels like. Why do you feel convinced by yourself?
Hey.
Just now, that was a date, right? I think those are usually a little different. But I sort of understand what Chiaki meant when she said she's not good at this genre. She probably means dating sims. After spending time with you, I realized something for the first time. There are a lot of things I still don't understand. For example, I know how babies are made, but I don't really know how to fall in love with someone. That sort of thing. Why would you use that as an example?
What happened?
Oh, what happened? Your face is red, Hajime. Nothing happened.
Yep.
Just as I thought, there's still a bunch of stuff I don't know anything about. I want to know more about a lot of things. Because if I do, I'll be able to understand much more, I think.
Well?
So, can you keep teaching me, Hajime? Yeah, of course. But in order to do that, we need to hurry up and get off this island.
Don't ever forget about me. Even after you get out of here.
Huh? I don't know why Chiaki would say something like that. But there's no denying the strange bond I feel between Chiaki and me. I will definitely get out of here and take Chiaki to a lot of different places. Chiaki's report card has been updated. You unlocked the skill cheat code. Give yourself that pat on your back. You've earned it. You have obtained a present. Chiaki's undergarments. Thanks. After discussing different ideas about where we should go next, I returned to my room. Looks like I have some free time. What should I do now? I'm gonna get off at like 10 and do something with... I have to do something, and then I'll be back on 11. So let's try and get through this free time first so we don't have to do it. No mores. If I can find someone. Where is everyone? Of course, no one will be here. Cool. Does that mean they're at the factory area, probably? I don't feel like you're gonna hang out with me. What is it? Although I'm not being as extreme as Fuyuhiko was, I don't intend to interact with you guys at all. Come on, go away. Looks like it's pointless to talk to him. Okay. Well, why do you have to be here of all places? Military base, maybe? Yay! Sonia, let's talk. Capture Nagito, is that really the right thing to do? If everyone agrees to it, I do not intend to object. However, will that solve everything? I spent time today calming a worried Sonia. I probably don't deserve it, but it looks like Sonia and I grew a little closer. Sure. What about the magazine? You might like the magazine. Sorry, but we can't let you give her that. Oh, it's a key item. Okay, well, fine then. Well then, You want Chiaki's? You want Chiaki's undergarments?
Oh my!
You brought this for me? Thank you very much, Hajime. You shall definitely become a full-fledged tribulatory.
Well?
Hajime, there is something I would like to ask you today. Sure, what? Lower your voice. We do not know who might be listening in. Now then, come closer. No need to worry. As Sonia said that, she walked up to me one step at a time. Wow, she smells nice. Hajime, do you happen to know a lot about the occult? Huh? Not really. Then what about cults? Not at all.
That is...
Phew, I see. You certainly are deceptive. I am finished talking to you. Let us disperse for now. Well, hold on a sec. What in the world were you talking about?
I am concerned.
You are hopeless. Since I have already sailed this far, I shall sink you into the ocean. That's not how you say that. Though I understand it is forbidden interest for a princess, I am quite interested in Freemasonry. Of course, my interest is purely academic. I have no intention of conspiring to overthrow the government.
Well?
But when I think about Freemasonry, my chest begins to hurt. It sounds like she's in love. However, it seems not many people understand this feeling of mine, and because of that, I feel quite lonely. Sometimes I feel like I could just cry. Sonia's hobbies are pretty intense.
Please wait.
However, expanding my knowledge like this is the duty of every member of the royal family, and that is why I am interested in the occult, cults, and popular dramas. When she puts it like that, it sort of makes sense, but Hajime, please think about it. Do you not agree that dismissing a different set of values due to ignorance is foolish?
How cruel.
How many foolish wars have been fought on the basis of that ignorance?
Do you have a minute?
My country is certainly no exception. We still have many unique traditions that other cultures would not truly understand. Unique traditions, huh? That reminds me, I think she mentioned one of them before. Oh god, I don't know. Sorry, I said a bad word apparently. Well, no! Well, guess 2 times, go to the, there we go. Macaango?
However...
Yes, but that is not the only one. Our country has another tradition in which you are not acknowledged as an adult until you consume a skung? A skung. However, I think my generation should be objecting to these traditions. Although it's nice to retain purebred macanagos and skunks as a symbol of high status, auctioning them to the highest bidder goes against the spirit of animal conservation. Wait, they're animals?
Please listen!
But we do not need to completely end this tradition. I shall simply find a new uses for macangos and skunks. They grow when they're scared and shrink when angered. I plan to harness the energy they release in this state. Using the knowledge of the past, we shall develop a new energy source from our old traditions. Well, hold on. Do stray animals like that really exist in your country?
Perhaps.
I understand that it may be a difficult path.
Well?
However, I shall accomplish this by any means. Guiding my people along the right path is the duty of a ruler. Her people must believe she's a wonderful princess if she actually thinks of them like that. I believe that's true too, but in my eyes, Sonia and the Noviselik kingdom are just full of mysteries. After somewhat bridging the culture divide between us, I returned to my room. It's nighttime. Looks like it's starting to get dark. Doorbell, is someone here? Incidentally, my entire body tensed up. I knew it was probably someone like Sonia or maybe Kazuchi, But regardless, I was nervous. Not that I can help it. I mean, so much has happened since we arrived at this island. While mumbling to myself, I quickly opened my cottage door.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. And Nagito, well, why is he here? Man, why are you here, dude? I thought you said leave you alone. We made that pretty clear. You, what are you doing here? You sure ask weird questions.
That's not it.
I mean, you guys all have business with me, right? Huh?
Well...
Chiaki invited me to the lobby. She said she had something she wanted to talk to me about. Everyone put her up to that, right? He's already found out about our plan? Looks like that's a bingo, huh? But it's good timing. I have some business with you guys, too. You do? If everyone's already at the lobby, that saves me a lot of trouble.
Hey.
And I want you to come to the lobby too, even though you're not directly involved with this plan. You even know that?
I see.
Just as I thought, you were left out, huh? But that's understandable.
Right?
Since you're the only one who isn't an ultimate, you've basically been left out of the start.
Now.
I'm only joking. Don't make such a scary face. Your joke isn't funny.
Someone like
You shouldn't take me so seriously.
See?
Oh well, anyway, let's hurry over to the lobby. I don't know the details of your plan, so I'm actually looking forward to it. I wonder what you guys are going to do to me. When we first arrived at this island, we were friends who explored this place together, so let's go already. Fine, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what he's thinking, but as long as we capture him, we'll have the advantage. I won't let him do as he pleases anymore. If Chiaki has summoned Nagito, then the plan has already been started. Fuyuhiko and Akane should be waiting inside for Nagito.
Jeez.
What happened, Hajime? What are you so nervous about? I'm not nervous. You're a terrible actor. Oh well, if you're going to slow down like that, I'll go inside first. As I hesitated in front of the door, Nagito walked past me and entered the hotel lobby. And that's when it happened.
All right, I got him.
What are you doing?
Don't judge us for this, but we're gonna tie you up.
Tie me up?
There's no use struggling!
But I'm not struggling.
Huh? What the hell? You're being strangely cooperative. Who cares? Just tie him up before it's too late!
You guys are really disappointing. How long are you going to continue behaving so short-sightedly? You gotta look at the big picture, you know?
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's fine if you don't understand. You can just see the end without knowing. Now then, let's begin! The beginning of the end of Jabberwock Island!
And that's when it happened. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a bright light. Oh, jeez. The air shook. An explosion of darkness overtook me, and I was unable to see anything. I probably lost consciousness. Shortly after the impact, I managed to open my eyes slightly. What's going on? Are the words that left my mouth, but they vanished before they ever reached my ears. They were drowned out by the sound of terrifying laughter. I looked up and saw the source of the laughter. Man, you gotten crazier, huh?
It's amazing! These amazing fireworks surely befit the beginning of the end! It's over. This is the end. The killings are done for good. Scapegoating the weak in the name of justice, while fearing when the others will stab you in the back. This game of self-righteous hypocrisy ends now! And to do that, I will destroy Jabberwock Island!
What do you mean?
That was just a little demonstration. That's why it's the beginning of the end. The actual bomb I'm going to use isn't nearly as weak.
Actual? bomb?
I've set up a large number of bombs in a certain area of the island. If all those bombs explode, the force will be enough to wipe out this entire island.
What the hell are you saying? If you do that...
Of course, I doubt we'll walk away from this unharmed. But there's no other way. The actor is expected to leave the stage during the finale.
Is this bastard serious?
Nagito, please stop!
Are you crazy or something?
No, that's not it. I'm not the crazy one here. The one who's really crazy is...
My, this guy.
Emergency!
I'm totally shocked. Seriously, I'm totally shocked. That's all I can say about this turn of events. The bombs I set are timed. They're set to go off in 2 days at noon. I prepared so many powerful bombs that the one that just exploded doesn't even compare. According to my calculations, they're powerful enough to blow up an entire island. Which means in 2 days at noon, this island is destined to sink into the sea. Are you serious?
Wow.
Do you really think I'd go this far for a joke? Where did you set them up? I can't tell you.
How about it?
It'd be easy to leave you on your own, but it's just wouldn't be fair if I did that. So how about this? If the traitor comes forward and reveals their identity to me, I'll tell them where I hid the bombs. Huh?
Emergency!
What in the world is going on? Is everyone alright?
Hey!
Come on.
Now.
Don't get in the way. Nagito was in the middle of weeding out the traitor. What? Nagito, what are you planning to do? Do I really have to say it? It's no use. I mean, the traitors shouldn't be able to reveal their identity on their own.
Why?
What does that mean? Do I really have to say it? My, you guys are totally eyeing each other and letting sparks fly. I'm getting all hot and bothered. Don't just stand there. Why don't you stop him? Huh? Stop him? Why do I have to stop him? The rules remember the same blacking can only kill a maximum of 2 people. If he blows up the entire island, that's going to kill way more than just 2 people. I see. You sure have a good memory. Like you said, if the student breaks that rule, I have to punish them severely.
Right?
But that's only when someone breaks that rule, right? You can't punish someone for breaking a rule before they've broken it, right?
That's right!
Yep, saying you're gonna break a rule isn't against the rules.
Too bad.
So right now, there's no way I can punish this. Well, what the hell?
You're so
Punishments
stupid.
always happens afterwards, not before. That's just the rules of society, right?
Hey,
But even so, there's no need to worry about that in the first place. As long as the traitor comes forward, this can all be resolved peacefully.
this is exciting!
It'll be fun. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright. After he said that, Nagito walked away. He just walked away. I couldn't even stop him. I felt afraid of Nagito. The madness emitting from Nagito's body was seeping into my bones. I never expected him to go this far. Nagito is so reliable. I don't have to do anything because he's shaking things up. That bastard. I'll never forgive him. Damn it. Is he fucking serious about those bombs?
Hey!
As long as the traitor comes forward, he'll say where the bombs are, right? Is that his goal?
Damn it!
And then I'm begging you guys, it doesn't matter who does it. Someone just has to come forward. Hey, I'm begging you guys. No matter how long we waited, no one was willing to come forward. What Nagito said yesterday, I'll weed you out the traitor, even if it costs me my life. I finally understand what he meant. Nagito took this entire island hostage and created a situation where the traitor has to come forward. That is Nagito's plan. But what is he planning to do if the traitor doesn't come forward? Is he really going to blow up the entire island?
Of course!
My motto is to do a good deed every day. When I was at a bar and shouted, "Can I get a sham?" the female bartender happily answered, "Sure thing." It makes me so happy when someone else is this happy. Doing a good deed every day is awesome. But inside, that woman probably thought I was a loser for sitting alone at a cheap bar in the middle of the night. Damn it, I can't keep up with this crap. Hey, sweet chicks, give me another Sam. Huh? Not a Sam Adams? I'm obviously talking about raw salmon. And here's good news for you. I have imbued the smell of vanilla into the Monokuma plushies. It's effective aromatherapy, and it'll definitely calm everyone's nerves if they're agitated. Available in the near future. That's it for Monokuma's shopping corner.
Ahem! Now then!
I've been resting since the explosion yesterday, but my body still hurts. A dull metallic sound is ringing in my ears, and the back of my head feels hot. I can't think straight, but I can't afford to spend the whole day resting. I immediately left my cottage. Alright, do I have to go to the restaurant first? Because I will do that, and then I'm going to save. I want to get this banter out of the way. See if I actually have to look or if I actually have to do more free time.
Yo.
Yo, Hajime, how are you feeling? Not good, but not too bad that I can't move. Not so bad that I can't move.
Huh.
Then you're okay.
This is bad.
I'm not okay at all. My ears are seriously ringing.
Damn it.
My eardrum is definitely ruptured. I need to hurry and have a doctor look at it. So what should we do now?
However...
What can we do? How troubling. If the traitor would just come forward, this problem would be resolved in no time. Nagito, when did you...
Hey.
Good morning. I came to motivate you guys since you're just lying around. Didn't I tell you yesterday that the bombs are set to go off in 2 days? Well, you've got 1 day left. Come on, you better hurry.
I mean...
Hurry. I'm not the one who has to come forward. The traitor does, right? Well, that's probably true. But even if this does depend on the traitor, your attitudes aren't admirable at all.
Isn't that right?
I mean, real hope is when you confront a hopeless difficulty that's standing before you, right? And despite that, you guys are already ready to give up. What does that mean? Or is this your limit? If so, it makes me laugh to think I ever called you symbols of hope. You bastard, you better knock it off. Now, keep your shirt on. I took the time to come bring you guys a valuable hint. Wouldn't it be bad if I changed my mind? Huh? Did he just say a hint? Nagito, what's your hint?
I'm glad.
Oh, you finally have hope. That makes me happy.
Hey!
Well, who freaking cares about that? Hurry up and tell us what the hint is.
Well,
it's about the bomb hiding place. I hid it somewhere you guys haven't been before.
Huh?
Somewhere we have not been before.
Piss me
I don't
off.
need any hints.
I'll beat you up!
Just tell me the answer, or if you don't, I'll make you spit it out.
Hey!
Stop it. What are you gonna do if he sets off another bomb? Good judgment.
hey,
If you guys have time to pick a fight with me, then you should start searching for the bombs already. Then I'll just crush you into pieces later. How scary.
Hey,
Why did you give us a hint?
see?
Well, if the traitor sees their friends working hard, they may feel inclined to come forward, you know? Who cares? The traitor might not even exist. All we need to do is find the damn bombs. Let's go. Take care. Oh, by the way, I'll be waiting here. So if you want to reveal yourself, come see me anytime.
Right?
Mr. or Miss Traitor. We left the restaurant as Nagito muffled laughter trailed behind us.
Why?
Kazuchi, why did you stop me?
Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about? If you hadn't stopped me, I could have crushed Nagito to pieces.
Bastard!
You're too fired up, dumbass. Calm the fuck down at least.
Everyone!
More importantly, let us all head over to the ancient ruins. Huh? The ruins?
Please listen!
Nagito said that the bombs are hidden somewhere we have never been before.
So just as I
If
thought...
that's the case, the inside of the ruin is the only place I can think of.
Well,
No, there was one other place too. What is it again? That castle at the amusement park. What's its name?
Huh?
Are you talking about the Natsum Castle?
hey!
You don't get it at all. He freaking means Nazum Castle. then we have those 2 places to choose from. But we won't be able to enter the ancient ruins without a password. What should we do?
Like...
A password, huh? I'm guessing we still don't have any clue to that.
Hey.
That probably goes for Nagito too. He wouldn't be able to enter without the password either, right? If that's the case, it's hard to think that the bombs were set inside the ancient ruins, right? So we should try going to Nazami Castle first.
Are we screwed?
But isn't that dangerous? I mean, what if that's where it was Nagito's trap all along?
Jeez.
Monokuma's trap, Monami's trap, and now Nagito's trap.
Dumbass.
If we keep worrying about shit like that, we won't get anything done, dumbass. You're totally fired up too.
Hey.
Anyways, we should try going there at least. We don't have time to stand around doing nothing. Alright, full speed ahead.
Obviously.
Alright, we'll tackle Nazizum Castle first. Nazami's Castle. I think it's Nizami. Nizami. Okay. Going to the music part. Then saving. For sure. 100%. Alright, we'll save here. And like I said, I'll be back in a little less than an hour. So until then, peace out.